Hello guys. Well, little Bradley, the mini digger, had a brilliant birthday, and he's a big boy, 5 now. But up at the plots, we need to start to cool things down a little bit because there's a lot of issues with the heat. So let's go and see our brother Bilo up at the top and see what he's got to say for himself. Catch you in a bit. All right, so we need to keep the temperature down in these polytunnels. It's getting too hot. Leaf curl's becoming an issue on the plants, and that's because of overheating. These are suffering as well. In fact, these 3 cucumber plants are going to have to come out. Lettuce doesn't seem to be minding it too much, but yeah, these 3 cucumber plants are probably not going to make it. Certainly that one and that one. But I've got to make space anyway for my further crops. The trouble we've got is the windows can lift. That's all right. Can prop those up with a bit of wood. But when the breeze moves the window, because they're quite light, the wood falls out. So I'm going to remedy that. So it's £1's worth of those and £1's worth of those, because I need 4 of those and I need 4 of those to be attached to the windows. I've only got 1 rising window in there. So I am going to leave this door open, I think. I was toying with the idea of bringing it out a little bit, this one, and putting a net door over it as well, but we do want the pollinators to come in, and there's nothing really that's going to be affected by the cabbage whites in there. Maybe the lettuce, but we can live with it. So yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to get that airflow going through the polytunnel. Now you can get the automatic lifters, which we might well be doing, but for the time being, that's propped and bungeed to keep it in place. I've cut a couple of notches into the wood as well, the opening wood, just to slot into the timbers. With this one, I'm not even bothered doing that. I've just propped it against, like that, and the bungee one's underneath. But that keeps that tension. Yeah, keeps the tension there, and that should hold it in place when the wind's about. If we get particularly strong winds, I'm going to have to close everything up anyway. But it'll do, won't it? It serves its purpose, and it's quite well held. I think it'll be all right. That, yeah. Why overcomplicate things? I'll be doing the same sort of thing with the Tiki Tunnel 1 windows. But not today. Not today, Teddies. Now in the Lady Farmer's greenhouse, we've got these Yellow Queen tomatoes, and we've also got the chilies there. I think the chilies are just standard peppers. Just peppers, bell peppers. And we've got some replacement tomato plants, Alicante there, and then the Sun Gold that we started off from the suckers, when we cut the suckers off of those main plants. So yeah, we've got what, 5, 11, 12, 13 tomato plants, and another 6 pepper plants there that need to be found a home. Now there's 3 replacements needed in here for these central 3 cucumbers. I'll have 2 cukes either side, and then 3 central tomato plants I think I'm going to go for. They're dying to death, these. Let's have a look at these. Yeah, nothing's coming out of the bottom of them. It's a bit of a failed experiment, that. Look, rubbish. It's a worry, that. Yeah, that's a worry, that. So I might well take those out of the pots and replant them, these cukes, directly into the ground. Yeah, I am going to do. But with those 3, I'm just going to get shut of them. Yeah. There's issues there, isn't there, guys, looking at that with that particular method. This one doesn't look to be doing too badly. That was put in at the same time, and it's thriving a lot better out of the pot. It's not being kept inside that the small pot. I think that's going to be the way forward, guys. I'm going to have to sort them out, aren't I? Otherwise, they're just going to end up dying off like that. But yeah, there we go. 3 knackered cucumbers out. 3 fresh tomato plants in. We've got the Alicante there, and we've got the Sun Gold, which are the small sweet yellows, or small sweet orange, golden orange coloured. These Alicante, picture a tomato in your head, that's what they turn out like. They're about 2 inches round, and your sort of standard tomato. They are cordon plants, cordon tomatoes, which means that we're going to cordon them up a single stem, as we're doing on this side. All you need to do with these is just check for the suckers. That's from a sucker, actually. That's a Sun Gold sucker. So yeah, as they branch out with sort of side shoots, I don't think I've left any on here to show you. Let's look next door. So I can show you on these. Now these are the Sun Gold suckers, and this is a sucker that we took off from the parent plant. Should use little snips really, and then planted the stem in to the soil, a couple of inches into the compost, and away they go. They turn into another plant. Now many of you may know that, but the ones that don't know, it's a revelation, isn't it? Every part of the tomato plant, you see the hairs that are on the tomato plant. The hairs become roots, if you're lucky. You don't have to be exceptionally lucky, because all of those ones that we took off and we planted, we did 6 of them. Let's move these Alicantes, if I can. I don't want to damage them. So these are the Super Sweet 100. We've got the Sun Gold as well. We've got Sun Gold and Super Sweet 100 that we're doing that with. Each one of them is a new plant, as you can see there. Put these down here, actually, out of the way. They're getting a bit crowded in there. And I'll bring the Sun Gold forward. Alicante. So Alicante and Sun Gold and Super Sweet 100 is what we've got. I'm going to bring those to the fore. Got to be careful there, you know, because if we get too much weight at the front, they're going to tip out, but they should be fine. In fact, they will be fine, because I'm going to put a brick at the back of that. Just by way of a bit of a counterbalance for them. So yeah, they're going to be fine there. We've got the peppers that need to go out. They're going to need to go out shortly. This week, all of these are going to have to be planted on, or given away, or something's going to be done with them. Put the peppers down here, actually. Yeah, give them a bit more space. Okay. So in these hot, dry conditions, it's important to keep everything watered up, especially things that you've got growing in containers like buckets. With them being black buckets that we've got, there's even more heat build up within the soil, and you get more evaporation. And unless you've buried them underground into the soil, like we've done with the peas, we've sort of part buried them in the ground, that can be an issue. Overdrain, too much drainage really, too much evaporation, so they need to be topped up. We give them about 1.5 litres per bucket every other day when it's hot like this, when it's very hot like this, and so we're not getting that sort of drought, famine feast. So there'll be drought conditions, and then there'll be a heavy rain. The potatoes will split then, because they just will. They'll absorb too much moisture, swell, split the skins, and nobody wants that. So we just keep it on top of that so we can hopefully get a kind of steady growth from the potatoes throughout the season. And we'll be harvesting potatoes now for the next, well, probably be starting in a couple of weeks' time, back end of June, and we'll start to harvest the potatoes from June through July, August, hopefully into September. But I want to start some more potatoes this next week, which again will take 12-14 days, 12 to 14 weeks, sorry, to get to full maturity, those new potatoes. And so that's going to take us into sort of September, October time. We'll be planting some, hopefully planting some winter potatoes or some Christmas spuds. Yeah, back end of June, back end of July, we're going to get some in, hopefully, to be ready for Christmas. We'll show you that later on. You cut the horns off, leave them in the ground, and then dig them up at Christmas time. But yeah, I've just watered everything up. It's looking good. Like it at the moment. Looking lush. Everything's looking green and vibrant. Okay, guys, have a great week, whatever you're doing. I'm teaching again tomorrow, and then I'm surveying on Tuesday. So there's a mixed bag, a varied and mixed bag for me next week. So yeah, keep growing with your heads down, take care of yourselves and each other, and remember, we love you all. And yeah, God bless. Namaste and au revoir from Eden. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Au revoir and namaste indeed from Bilo and from Philo. Down at the Eden plots. It's been a long day today, but a good one. I'm just having a well-deserved Magnus cider. It's 5 to 8 on Sunday, the 13th. Bradley's actual birthday is tomorrow, the 14th, but the little mini digger's had a cracking day today. He's exhausted us all. That filming was shot over the period of about an hour and a half. Once the party had ended, I went up to the plots for about an hour and a half. The earlier video that you saw, I've been trying to get up for the last 2 days, but yeah. Catch you later on, boys and girls. Take care of yourselves and each other. If you do like what we're doing, please comment, like and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And don't forget to hit the bell notification button. We're going to try and get some more specific content going forward. So you're probably going to get 2 videos a week. But I need to get on top of that allotment. There's a lot of work that I actually need to do. And although I love you all to bits and I like to do the filming and everything, time is of the essence at the moment because obviously I'm back full-time working now, and we've got the family and we've got the other bits and pieces, and it's a busy couple of months really through summer for us. So yeah, but we're going to keep in touch, obviously. Two or three episodes a week, but a bit more specific and a bit more content in there, so that we can keep you entertained and we can keep you informed about the growers revolution and what we're doing down here in Eden. All right, boys and girls, take care. Bye bye. God bless. Keep growing with your heads down, and remember, we love you all. Bye bye now.